Good. A pleasure to be with you all. You call yourselves next level healers. We say you are already next level healers. You are just in the process of remembering and becoming that, and you are doing it together for a reason. There is a reason you elected to come and do this in a group fashion, and there is a reason that Lee received the download to do this for a group, because you strengthen together. When you are together and when you get to see each other and be with each other, you move out of some of the isolation that many of you live within when it comes to more of the challenges that you face with your healing work. You see, in many ways as a healer, you often have to go through mastery tests, much like being able to stand tall in gale force winds. So imagine a gale-forced wind is pounding your body while you stand on the top of a hill and you are trying to keep yourself straight and tall the whole time. That can be what it feels like to allow yourself to be a visible, proud, abundant, and we will say clear healer on this planet. For one of the things that you get the benefit of as a healer is by entering into that healing space with others, you also get to experience healing for yourself. It is not necessarily that you are always working with those who have the same issues as you, or that they have the same issues you had historically, although that will be a common pattern for many of you. You will find yourselves teaching those who come to you because you have already gone through what it is they now need to go through. Your energy field holds the formula of healing for the issue. So for example, let's say somebody is suffering from very difficult low self-esteem, and you have had a journey in your life where low self-esteem very much plagued you. But now you have got to a place where that is less true. You are no longer haunted by low self-esteem, but because you understand where they are, you know the pain of it, so you have compassion, but you also know the map and the pathway out. Now, of course, as a healer, you aren't simply helping others through your own lens. That, in fact, can be dangerous. There are those healers who get a little locked inside themselves and aren't that perceptive at other people. And the truth is, as a healer, you have to widen your eyes and your energy field to include the other. That is why it is deeply intimate work. Now, it doesn't mean that a doctor necessarily will experience it as intimate, because the way that many doctors are energetically constructed is quite practical. For example, a doctor who had strong emotional empathy would be in trouble, because the role of doctor on earth right now requires high turnover of patients, and it is quite a scientific engineering process that they are working through. We are not saying there aren't wonderful doctors or caring doctors, for there are. But the one who decides to go into the energy field of another, either to get them information about who they are as a soul, or to help them rebalance or reorganize some part of themselves that needs to be reorganized, you are literally trying on their energy field for size. You are literally moving into their energy field and trying it on for size. So it can be very deep work for you. And the skill for you is helping them reorganize themselves and open to the level they can open to. This is why we, and Lee also says this, your job as a healer is not to fix somebody. Your job as a healer is also not to get somebody from A to Z. Your job might be to get somebody from A to B. Your job might be to get somebody from A to C. But you will know where they are capable of going if you listen to them, if you pay attention to the level at which they are responding. So this is why, as a healer, you ultimately surrender to the person you are working with and their energy field and their, whether it be their issues, their needs, and if you work with groups, it is the same. Your job is to be an open but directing vessel. So you are open to who or what group are in front of you. And then your job is to feel, perceive, receive, direct intuit, bring in wisdom, guide. So, it is an act of surrender for every healer, and it is also an act of what we might call identitylessness. You do not, in healing work, bring in your personality in a strong way. Now, you can use your personality or elements of your personal life as illustrations to your points, but it is not actually about who you are, it is about who they are, and you decide to merge with them on that and join with them on that. So, there can be, for some of you, a dysmorphic identity process that you go through when you come out of doing a healing session. You may say, I'm not quite sure what just happened. Someone may say, well, what is it that you do for people? And you might struggle to explain it. And a good explanation for the things you can't explain is, well, it's quite energetic and it's hard to put into normal words, to be honest. And if that annoys somebody, let it annoy them. You can say, I'm sorry that annoys you, but I'm not saying this to be difficult. I'm just being honest with you. So you see, there are many of you who feel you have to explain yourselves or explain your work to yourself even, and you don't. We understand it can be more comfortable if you can, but it is a dimension of healing that you enter into, and that is a very different dimension to the dimension of earth. Yes, healing energy meets earth, surrounds earth, exists on earth, but it is an energy that enters form. It is an energy that you pull into your body from outside and around you, and your body responds to it, this healing energy. So you are dealing with the ephemeral. Now, there are those of you who, shall we say, have far more rigid construction around your healing work. You may have charts and processes and systems, and that's wonderful. And actually, that can help a human being feel safe. Their mind, that might want to understand things, understands what the system of your healing is if it has a very practical application or system or structure to it. But that doesn't mean you aren't also bringing healing energy in. So, you are becoming a next level healer. And for you, even just being in this group, even just going through many of these things, some of which you know, and some of which are clarifying or adding new layers to your existing knowledge, will cause a shift in you. You won't even have to remember what has been said over these days. You will remember certain things because you will recognize your mind needs to relearn something. So you will want to remember it so that you can retrain your brain. But many of you will not need to mentally remember what occurred here. You will energetically remember what occurred here, and that will be enough for you. It will cause a shift in you that allows you to live in your heart chakra slightly higher than you have been. For what happens for many of you is you want to turn your light off or dim your light when you are questioned about the work you do, or when you are interacting with someone who doesn't understand what it is you do. And that is not the time to turn your light off or dim your light. It can actually be that is the time to feel your healing energy moving through your body, and that will give them a taste of what it is you do and who you are. You are one who allows healing to run through you, and for others. And through that process, you train others to do the same thing.
Embody your unique gifts as a healer.
I think for all of us, this is a next level time on Earth, and therefore that means it's time for the healers of the world to go to the next level in their own ways of being and their ways of serving.
Next Level Healer with Lee Harris. Whether you are a seasoned practitioner or just beginning, join us for channeled guidance, powerful teaching, community engagement, and supportive worksheets, and allow your gifts to bring change, healing, and elevation to the lives of others. Deepen your creative, intuitive, and visioning abilities, overcome fears of judgment, and expand your outlook from scarcity to abundance to enhance your healing work and guide others with greater clarity and confidence. From the comfort of your home, connect with us for 2 weekends, starting May 17th and 18th. Next Level Healer with Lee Harris. Take your healing to the next level.